Everybody, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Today is Make It Happen, Make It Work Monday. And I am so excited because we are on season 2. Yay! Season 2 started today. Today's July 15th. I'm just so very excited to share our 21st episode. Woohoo! Yes, that's right. So, I'm going to be talking today about anxiety, right? And, you know, who doesn't suffer from anxiety from time to time? Are you a career mom, a single working mom? Are you a business mom, right? An entrepreneur with many, many, many hats? Are you overworked, overwhelmed, and no time for yourself? Well, stay tuned because you're going to be learning one awesome tip to help you come away from suffering in silence with anxiety. A lot of women suffer from anxiety. So, hey, viewer, how are you? Please state where you are viewing. Have a poll going on. So far, I had Alaska, United States, Canada, Japan, Australia, Spain, and that is it that is viewing us. And I am super honored to have you on my show. It's not by accident or coincidence that you stumbled on this live. A little housekeeping rule. I am not a trained physician, and I am not one here to diagnose. I am just a life coach, and I do a lot of research and with my own education background through my ups and downs in life, right? So I just wanted to throw that out there because we're going to be talking about a sensitive subject, okay? So thank you so much for viewing. Unlike the occasional, right, nervous feelings that we may get, that should subside, anxiety is described as a state of mind. It is symptomatic, and it's focused on your life and on the emotional symptoms, as well as helpful tips that I want to give you today to create the change within yourself. So, as you can see, harness your failures and make it your strength month. But I'm going to be having a subtopic because, I want to help you create the change within yourself. Because I can do these lives, I can give you great literature, I can have you follow me all the time. But if you don't make the attempt to change, then it's like pulling a horse to water when they don't want to drink, right? So I implore you, get a pen, get paper, take some notes, and let's get started. So if that is you, right, that you may have some overzealous, nervous feeling or anxiety, I want you to type yes because I'm here to help you today. Are you a person who may have these symptoms that I'm about to share with you today? Well, I'm going to teach you this month how to harness, how to harness, how to harness this fear, how to harness, these symptoms, right? And actually flip it so that it can be made as a strength. You can make them or they can break you, right? So you can create the change within yourself. So let me introduce myself. My name is B.A.D.A.S Brown. If this is the first time you're viewing my live, I am a life coach. I am the founder of Pathway to Prosper Academy, and I am the creator of the B.A.D.A.S movement. I communicate strategies to individuals so they will come out of suffering in silence by executing my tools to let go of a fixed mindset, adopt a growth mindset with our B.A.D.A.S concepts so they will make the choice in becoming blessed and delivered, achieving spiritual success on their with their goals to walk their own pathway to prosper while achieving their dreams to a successful lifestyle. So at the end of this live, you can hit the notifications and turn them on. When you turn them on, you'll get that ping to say that I'm on, right? If you haven't liked Pathway to Prosper Academy or followed Pathway to Prosper Academy, please do, right? There's great information on my business page. So I've been exactly where you are right now, right? I've shared my testimony last month. I mean, I went raw, I went deep. I bought it out. I shared it with you so that I could be transparent, so that you can see that, I do have some experience in that arena, right? I have plenty of life experience, right? I graduated from the University of Hard Knocks and I got my doctorate in, the lifestyle arena that I was going through. And guess what? I'm a life coach today, right? Because if the tools that the Holy Spirit gave me can help me come out, I know they can help you come out, right? So I've been exactly where you are, feeling dread, difficulty focusing, irritability, restlessness, staying up all night or sleeping in all day, pessimism, reoccurring emotions and memories from way back when. And if this is you, or if these are some of the symptoms that you're going through, I want you to type me, because I want to be able to know that I'm speaking to the right audience, right? So, women feel anxiety different than men. They're both probed by stress, but with women, it's triggered differently. Why? Because we have hormones and they can fluctuate, right? Due to high stress, whether at work, whether at home, or whatever environment that you're in, right? Sometimes genetics has to do with it, certain medications, excessive caffeine, previous emotions from your past, if you've had some type of physical trauma, lack of exercise, or a poor diet brings on anxiety. So earlier I was sharing that anxiety is symptomatic and it deals with your emotions. And it's accompanied by physical or behavioral. So let's talk about some of these emotions that you may be feeling today. One is dread. These are stressful situations. You can't get your mind off of it. It just keeps popping up. It keeps popping up. It's almost like an excessive way of worrying, right? Difficulty focusing. Your mind goes blank. How many times have your mind go blank? I know I have. I'll go into a room expecting to do something, and all of a sudden I get to the threshold and I'm like, shoot, I forgot what I was going to do. So it's like I almost got to go back to where I was, sit on the couch and think and say, Holy Spirit, help me. And then all of a sudden, I remember, let me go get that real quick before I forget. It's usually brought on by stress. Irritability. I know someone in this live now or in the replay when they're going to be watching this again. I know somewhere, somehow, someone has experienced irritability once, twice, or 3 times in their lifetime. Okay, come on, let's tell the truth. Irritability is an emotion brought on by stress, anxiety. It creates tension. It's something that you don't want to have because a lot of the times irritability can affect your physical as well as your emotional outlook on things. I know that if I've had very, very high irritability on one day, the next day, it's almost like I feel like I've exercised all day. It puts your body and your organs through stress. Yeah, it does. People may snap on other people, but really don't mean to. So if you find yourself accompanying somebody and they always seems to be stressed and they're always irritable and they snap, it's not because you did something. It's because of what they're thinking about and they have to bring it out. 5, pessimism. I really had to look up this word, right? Because I've heard it, but I really didn't understand the definition. And I'm going to share with you today. Negative outlook. A negative outlook. That's right. I'm going to say it again. Pessimism is a negative outlook. The person tends to think that they're never going to change. They'll use negative verbiage. I hope so. You think so? I don't think so. No, I can't. They begin to use this and then they begin to infect themselves with negative verbiage that will come out in their behaviors and everything will be negative. 9 times out of 10, they put themselves in anxiety and they put themselves in stressful situations and they constantly worry. 6, reoccurring memories. Now, in my past, I have had this, especially when I came out of domestic violence. There was a gentleman, just an ordinary Joe Schmo, that lived in my area. He had just actually moved there. And he was similar to an ex-partner that I was with for many, many years. And I had made the decision to come out of that relationship. It wasn't healthy for me or for the other person, right? And especially for my son, right? So I made the decision to change. And this gentleman had so many similarities to my ex. I mean, even my husband now, he was like, "Whoa, you can pass for her ex's twin." It's crazy. And I'll never forget the day I was in the Walmart parking lot and this gentleman came out of a black vehicle. Same make, same model, same color as my ex. So it was dark and my perception was off. Why? Because I had gone through very high anxiety levels, stressful situations in my life at that moment in time, and I didn't even start to heal. So when I saw this person, my body triggered and said, "That's him." I yelled out my son's name and I froze. When I mean froze, I couldn't move. My body just said, stop. And at that moment in time, I was sweating, I was pale, I was shaking. And this is what happens when you have reoccurring memories. It is considered post-traumatic stress disorder. This is almost like a plague. It causes distractions. It causes constant distress. But in my life at that moment in time, I noticed that I needed to change. One, I had to forgive. Two, I had to let this person go emotionally because the way I felt that night, I never wanted to feel again. It was almost like this person owned my soul and I was never going to be free. That's how I felt. But I had to make the choice and I had to change. And yes, I went through therapy sessions. Yes, I went through group sessions to help me. And let me tell you, once I figured out that I needed to create the change within myself, and I began to consult the Holy Spirit, how do I change? How do I help myself? Things became better. My future became brighter. I began to become more positive, and every day it got easier. And that's what I want to share with you. Though you may be going through these 6 symptoms to anxiety, there is a way out. There is a way out. You don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to suffer with, with feeling like a failure because you have anxiety. There are people out there right now that feel like failures because there may be a place that they can't go to, or there may be a job that they can't do. Some people can't even function on the outside, they're always on the inside of their home. And these are true, valid fears, right? So if you're going through the anxiety and you have these fears, I validate your emotions, but it's time to create the change within yourself. It's time to harness your failures so they can become a strength in your life so that you can create the change within yourself. So now that we know what these symptoms are in your life, how do we manage it? How do we harness it, right? So I'm going to give you one juicy tip today, and it's going to help you. I believe it's going to help you make the decision to create the change within yourself, right? So, tip number 1, maintaining a healthy mindset. That's right, maintain a healthy mindset. When you're ready to work on your mind, everything else will follow. Your body will follow, your spirituality will follow, you'll feel good, you'll be more positive. And before you know it, the anxiety will just be in your past, right? It takes endurance. It takes strength. It takes momentum. The same way an athlete trains for a marathon or for the Olympics, this is how you must train yourself. Like I said earlier, I was here 20 years ago and I didn't know where to start. I didn't know, how. I didn't know the what. And you know what's so amazing? You're getting that from me today. So, do you want to learn the how? If you do, please join my free tribe, which is named Pathway to Prosper. That's right, Pathway to Prosper on Facebook. We will touch on the 4 points, and I will share my notes and my video with my tribe. See, that's an incentive. If you join my tribe, you get that extra. You get that more, right? So do you want more? Hashtag more. And I'll know that you want to join Pathway to Prosper. You'll get awesome lives. You'll get awesome posts. We have amazing ladies in there that we all pull together, and we are all like-minded. We all want change. So if you want to join Pathway to Prosper today, hashtag more, right? So where do we go, right? Where do we go from here? I'm glad you asked. There are 3 different types of people. You know, you have procrastinators. Like I said, I was there. I was once a procrastinator. And you know what? Sometimes I still fight with that when it comes to time management skills, but I'm getting better. Getting better, y'all. They know they have to change, but they're laid back, right? They feel, well, I'm complaining, see, but then they don't want to change the situation and say, maybe tomorrow. I love that's great. Keep coming on the lives, because one day I'm going to touch on something, and that's going to give you the juice, the jump start to join Pathway to Prosper Tribe, right? I'm always going to be here, and I'll be ready for you when you choose to join the movement. 2, researchers. That's me. I love research. All the information you need is on my About section in Pathway to Prosper Academy, my business page. What stands me out from all the rest is that I've taken principles from the Bible and I've applied it into business and lifestyle, which has created my movement. If your heart is moving to join, follow the Holy Spirit, and please like and follow my page and join Pathway to Prosper Tribe. Now, you then have the movers and the shakers. Great. Me too. I'm here to show you. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to influence you. And I'm here to teach you how to be a badass. And don't worry, that's not a bad word. It just means that I'm going to teach you how to be blessed and delivered, achieving spiritual success. And if you're ready, great. Just hashtag more. And I know you're serious. And I will get to you. And I will share with you how you can join Pathway to Prosper Tribe. Remember, it's free. And we're happy here to accept you the way you are. So remember, this is Make It Happen, Make It Work Monday. And I was so very excited to share my information with you today. My name is B.A.D.A.S.S Lopez Brown, and I am your life coach, the founder of Pathway to Prosper Academy, and the creator of the B.A.D.A.S.S Movement. I communicate strategies with individuals so they can come out of suffering and silence by executing my tools to let go of a fixed mindset, adopt a growth mindset with our badass concepts so they will make the choice to become blessed and delivered, achieving spiritual success while obtaining their goal to walk their own pathway to prosper, achieving their dreams to a successful lifestyle. So thank you so much for joining me in season 2, episode 21. And tomorrow we will be discussing about depression. Okay, so if you're a career mom, a single mom, a wife that works 100% of the time, you know, you're a business owner, you're worked, you're overwhelmed, and you have no time for yourself, and you feel depressed, you need to come on my live tomorrow because I'm going to be sharing with you one tip that's going to help you create the change within yourself. Have an amazing day and happy Monday. And remember, the best way to be beautiful is by being you. Toodles.